What's good, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. So I just thought about this, and I saw this somewhere too. I think it was on a post on Instagram, but about confidence and action and results. So these three things, right? I was thinking about it. I was like, wait, hold on. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. There was a time where I went out just about every night except Monday and Tuesday. I would go out every single night. And I believe it was, I didn't have the confidence at that time, right? I didn't have the confidence to go up and talk to someone. I didn't, right? I didn't really have that confidence. But I took the action, guys. I took the action. Was the action to actually do the thing, to get out there, to, in this case, go out, and I'm sure you have these moments where you're just like, man, should I go out? But I do want to grow right now, but should I go out? The answer is go out. Answer is go out. Literally go out. And that's the action part. So don't worry about the results. And if you are thinking about the results, which is good, but have a result that's reasonable with where you're at and your skill, right? If, for example, whatever to say in business too, say you want to just reach out to 5 people on Instagram, right? You have a product or service that you want to talk to them about. Just reach out to 5 people and just be like, yo, I did that. You don't think about the result. Don't think about the they responded, they didn't respond. Just say, hey, I reached out. Okay, that's the action. Okay, and then next time when you feel like 5 is pretty easy, you do 10 people, 20 people, and you're not really worried about the result. You're doing the action. And then now you start getting responses after you do it for a certain amount of time. It's gonna happen, and you get response, and you're like, you know what? I'm getting responses now. Damn. And with that response, you realize, hey, I'm making the progress that I need to make. And then you take it to the next step, right? And with the action, you start seeing the results because you've been taking these actions. And also, because you're taking so much action, you start to see a pattern in manifest itself in different ways. But there's always a pattern. Sometimes you'll get some interrupt in something random, right? Like, for example, whatever, you're talking to a girl and there's you see patterns, right? If you say something like this and among these lines, it's going to get a result. If you say something among those lines, it's going to get a different result. But you start seeing a pattern and you realize, you start becoming intuitive, just like anything else, like driving. You're like, hey, well, if I do this, then I can probably get closer to this result, right? And that breeds confidence because now you're becoming familiar, you're becoming a bit more comfortable in what you're doing because you kind of have a general idea where it's going to go because you've done it so many times, right? So when you take the action, doesn't matter if you have confidence or not, just take the action. Once you take the action, you start seeing results, and between the action and the results, you start seeing patterns, right? Between those two of different scenarios play out, but they're usually the same because you've done it so many times. You're like, wait, this usually happens when I say this. This usually happens when I do that, right? So you start from seeing a pattern between those two things, you become intuitive and you begin to see results and you begin to feel confident because of those results, right? When you find what works. And so that's what I realized, how confidence really breeds, right? And that's just from my experience. It's a very interesting point, and I want to share with you guys. Hope you guys are crushing it, guys. I'm going to be moving very soon to a different area, starting a new mini chapter in my life. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Stay tuned for more content. I'm gonna be hitting it hard. So talk to you guys soon. Peace.